So, how I've been able to maintain my weight while using just one zepbound injection a month. The truth is the shot is only part of my routine. My daily wellness supplements play a big role in supporting my metabolism, digestion, inflammation, and overall health. Every day, I take a whole food and fruit probiotic multivitamin. This gives me the nutrients needed through plant-based sources while also still supporting my gut microbiome. My mushroom complex supports energy focus and overall wellness. Vitamin D, my vitamin D3 helps with immune function and can also support metabolic health, especially if you're, nutrient deficient. This is one of my favorites, glutathione, okay? Because it helps support the body's natural detoxification processes and helps fight oxidative stress. It also is a super antioxidant, y'all. It's a crazy antioxidant, often known as the body's master antioxidant. The body naturally produces glutathione. However, production begins to decline as you age, and this typically starts in the late 20s to early 40s. Okay, and I'm not far from 40, all right? For additional weight management and metabolic support, I also take olive leaf extract, OLE. OLE improves insulin sensitivity. I have experience with insulin resistance, reduces fat accumulation, and boosts cellular energy and regulates appetite hormones. So let me run that back again, okay? OLE, olive leaf extract, enhances fat loss, suppresses fat cell formation, boosts cellular metabolism, regulates appetite hormones, supports vaginal health, combats yeast infections, etc., provides anti-cancer properties by inhibiting cancer cell production, inducing programmed cell death, apoptosis, and suppressing tumor migration in laboratory studies. For additional wellness and weight management support, I use oil of oregano with black seed oil and rosemary. These ingredients are just precious. These ingredients are known for supporting gut health, immune health, by helping stabilize blood sugar, levels, improve digestion, and reduce systemic inflammation, often associated with weight gain. I take this as like a 2-to-1 ratio, 2 weeks on, 1 week off, and then I continue the same routine ratio, 2-to-1. Now next is the great omega-3s, y'all, the omega-3s. My daily omega-3 supports weight management and weight maintenance in several ways. Omega-3 fatty acids help reduce inflammation, which improves metabolic health and supports more efficient fat metabolism, okay? Gets the metabolism more efficiently running. It also regulates appetite by promoting feelings of fullness. That sound familiar? Supports insulin sensitivity, which plays a role in how the body, stores and uses energy. Doesn't it sound like GLP-1 properties? Definitely does. They also help preserve lean muscle mass during calorie restriction, which is important for weight loss and body recomposition. I'm currently in maintenance and body recomposition, so these supplements are essential for those purposes. Plus, just in general, daily use over time helps prevent weight gain or weight regain. And because I deal with inflammation, okay, underlying edema and blood pressure concerns, I also take a prescribed water pill as directed by my primary care physician. Managing fluid retention has made a noticeable difference in how I feel day to day. And it makes a difference in the scale as well. It's just what it is. Now let's get into the supplement teas, wellness supplement teas and beverages. I also drink green tea and dandelion tea daily. Green tea is another powerful antioxidant to boost the metabolism, enhance fat burning during exercise, and helps the body break down stored fat more efficiently. Dandelion tea reduces water weight and bloat, promotes liver health for better fat digestion, and regulates blood sugar cravings. And finally, I drink super greens juice, okay? Now this is a powdered supplement that I make into a drink. It is a 50 organic superfoods composed with fruits, vegetables, and mushrooms, as well as probiotics. I consume this every day out of the powder form, as I mentioned, and I add a little bit of the Jordan Skinny lemonade liqueur or the Jordan Skinny watermelon lemonade liqueur to it. Maybe a tablespoon or a tablespoon and a half, whatever works, you know what I'm saying? Not too much, but enough. And it just drastically changes the taste into lemonade or whatever that flavor is. I think in the past I've also done Jordan Skinny sweet tea liqueur, okay? And added a little of the lemonade liqueur in it to give it like a, a lemonade tea flavor. Let me just tell you, it just hits on all levels. Okay, it just makes drinking it even more easier. I also have drunk it plain at the end of the day. Now that's really earthy, but at the end of the day, I think about it as just consuming what my body needs, whether the additional flavoring is there or not. But preferably, I do my Jordan Skinny liqueur mixes. I love this super green powder. Like, it's just really a daily essential thing for me every day. So that's also a part of my H2O consumption, my hydration consumption, without necessarily having to just drink, gallons of water. I try to keep my body hydrated through teas, hydrating fruits, super greens, you know what I mean? To keep my hydration level where it needs to be. Weight maintenance isn't about relying on one thing only, such as only GLP-1. It's about creating an environment where my body is supported from multiple angles, okay? Metabolism, gut health, inflammation, hydration, and recovery. The monthly zepbound injection helps, but these daily wellness habits help me stay consistent in between the once a month injections. This is what works for me. It's been working for me for some time, and I'm so glad to have like the pieces of the puzzle together. to maintain my lean living lifestyle. And I honestly believe that if I continue my systems of practice and continue my wellness supplement regimen, even without the use of GLP-1 once a month, I believe that I can maintain my weight. However, I'm not ready to make that decision yet, but I am here to deliver the results and the data as I'm going through the experimentation, okay? So the next video, I will provide you an update on how it went for the 60 days without the once a month GLP-1 injection of zepbound, and just solely operating on the supplements I've outlined. Speaking of which, we hitting over 20K steps again today. That's just how we do. That's just how we do in this camp, okay? I've grown to love it, y'all. I am so addicted to getting the steps at the level that I prefer. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy. And to see how consistently getting steps, taking my supplements, staying true to pretty much a whole food, plant-based eating regimen for nutrition makes all the difference. It really shows the results of keeping me lean. I cannot stress that enough. And to add, I want to share this tea here. Like, my level of exercising, getting steps every morning at the level that I get them consistently, actually opens up another avenue of appetite suppression, y'all. It just does, okay? It adds to the regulation of my appetite hormones, the stabilization of them. And this is with or without GLP-1. Right now, I'm not on it. Going on 60 days, okay? We'll be coming up on 60 days in a couple weeks. Staying tried and true with my routine. It is not difficult to do because it's something I love doing. See, maintenance can be really enjoyable if you love how to maintain. Maintenance can be enjoyable. It doesn't have to be a headache. It doesn't have to be daunting and gauning, a frustration, an act of laziness, because the typical idea is exercising less while in maintenance and just consuming less. But it actually can be joyful, which makes it a lifestyle, a permanent lifestyle. And it becomes joyful for you if you are doing the practices that you enjoy, especially when it comes to movement. You're doing the exercises that make you feel good. So doing them daily does not take anything away from you. It just adds to you. You're eating the nutritional foods that you enjoy out of the nutrition, selection. Gravitate to the whole foods that make you comfortable and that you enjoy and that are in alignment, whatever your medical situation is, whether you're a diabetes patient or just an obesity patient. When you find what works for you nutrition-wise, what works for you movement/exercise-wise, this thing will be a piece of cake. And you still can have a piece of cake. Period. Pooh. Weight maintenance isn't about relying on one thing only, such as only GLP-1. It's about creating an environment where my body is supported from multiple angles, okay? Metabolism, gut health, inflammation, hydration, and recovery. The monthly zepbound injection helps, but these daily wellness habits help me stay consistent in between the once a month injections. This is what works for me. It's been working for me for some time. And I'm so glad to have like the pieces of the puzzle together to maintain my lean living lifestyle. And I honestly believe that if I continue my systems of practice and continue my wellness supplement regimen, even without the use of GLP-1 once a month, I believe that I can maintain my weight. However, I'm not ready to make that decision yet, but I am here to deliver the results and the data as I'm going through the experimentation, okay? So the next video, I will provide you an update on how it went for the 60 days without the once a month GLP-1 injection of zepbound and just solely operating on the supplements I've outlined. So keep in mind that GLP-1 may not always be effective on its own forever, but daily supplements plus movements such as 8 to 10K plus steps bridge the gap for success. See you in the next video. Be real.